Good morning and welcome, everyone. Apologize for getting started just a few minutes late here. Was allowing just a little bit more time for people to join us on the webinar this morning. It is a Saturday morning, and I know that people have been hard at work, and Saturday's a day of rest, hopefully, for you. And so thank you so much for joining me this Saturday morning. I'm so excited to be here with you today and to be just sharing some beautiful energy of angelic goddess energies, the 7 angelic rays, and the beautiful goddess energy that I am so blessed and honored to be a part of with Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary. So let me just start out by introducing myself if you don't know me. So I am a channel and an emissary for the Divine Feminine Christ, including Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary. And I'm an emerging womb priestess ceremonial frequency rebirther. Those are the words that I use right now to describe what I'm doing, hopefully. And I'm a shamanic ordained minister. I'm a master Akashic Records teacher. I'm also a light language channel, and I'm an intuitive energy healer. So just to give you a little bit there about some of my own spiritual gifts that I am, very blessed and honored to bring through in my practice. So welcome. And today we are, this is what we're going to do in the webinar. So I will be sharing a little bit about my own transformational journey of healing from the martyr pattern to becoming more and more each day my own goddess self, reigniting and anchoring in my priestess self, I call it. And we will be doing a heart womb flow with Mary Magdalene to bring you into limitless unconditional love. And then we also are going to be doing another healing and blessing, special blessing with Mother Mary to heal and bless our womb, specifically blessing the waters of our wombs. And then at the very end, I hope you'll stay with me. I'd like to share with you just an invitation about a sacred pilgrimage that I'm leading later this fall, and I'd love to share a little bit about that with you. Okay, so let me just say that I love to mentor and guide women to reconnect with their true sisterhood roots so they can really reawaken their latent priesthood powers to heal and transform their lives. This is what gets me very passionate each and every day. I get up in the morning, and this is why I came to the earth, to heal myself and to help other women to reconnect with their priestess, their inner priestess, so that we can come together to lead the way of anchoring this sacred feminine light on the new earth, to help restore wholeness and balance and peace for all. And, we don't have to look very far as our own backyard, right? To see where the imbalances are occurring and to see where there's still a lot of inner chaos and conflict, disturbances, with people, as recently as this past week here in the United States, and yet there was another school shooting, at a school that was it went from first grade maybe to high school. I guess it was a private school, but, just seeing the pictures just really tugged on my heart and just really reminded me, it's incidents like that, it's things like that, really provide fuel, if you will, to keep me, looking at the bigger picture, right? Moving constantly beyond myself and really looking at that bigger picture of how when we really, can stay in alignment and when we can really go deep into our heart space, that we can begin to find the inner courage and the strength within us to begin to take new actions, right? Take new actions to do what we came here to do, whatever that, special gift is that we have and the way that we can present it to the world. And so anchoring the sacred feminine light is now become a big part of my mission since my journeys to France over the last 2 years. And so I'll share a little bit more about that. So just a little bit more about, my primary expertise is guiding women to step fully into your mission, your purpose work, so you can be of divine service of what you came here to do to fulfill your soul's destiny as a leader for the divine feminine Christ. And perhaps that's not something that you maybe have ever thought of, or maybe you're not in touch with, but hopefully today you will maybe start to get some clarity around that, and we'll set the intention for you that perhaps you get more clarity and you can receive an idea, you can receive an inspiration, a nudge, an energy infusion to help you to move in that direction. Whatever that looks like for you, it is very personal for each of us. So, as I was saying, I really like to help women to reconnect with their true priestess lineage and activate their sacred codes of light. So what are the sacred codes of light? You may be asking, well, every woman, because we have these beautiful womb spaces, right, that we use to primarily birth children, bring new life into the world. But it's through the womb center that, we not only birth life, but we rebirth ourselves. And, we're constantly going through this cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. And that's happening all the time throughout our lives, as we are also, it's part of really the natural ascension process, is we are on our own journey, our own spiritual ascension journey. And so we can birth and rebirth ourselves and go through many sacred deaths through our life. But these sacred codes of light are the actual creation codes from Divine Mother. This is the sacred codes and knowledge of coming from, the pure, innocent, unconditional, loving energy of Divine Mother that was used to create the universe. So, it's very, very precious energy that we carry. And so as we activate these sacred codes of light within us, again, then we can use these codes to begin to birth new realities. We can begin to work with, the new light streams, the new plasma energies, the diamond light that's coming through us. And we can begin to work with this light, to support us, to take those action steps, to hear the vision, to feel the vision in our hearts, and to begin to magnify and pull in the resources and the people and all the divine timing, synchronistic events. So this is really huge, a huge part of what we're here to do on the planet, and creating this beautiful matrix of light around the earth, which is now rising actually among women and men as well. And so, as we learn to embody the divine feminine frequency, within our wombs, literally, and so this is something that's become part of my own divine mission in the last 2 years since going to France. And as I was there, I was being activated. My own divine feminine frequency was being very activated within my womb, because we activate each other's wombs. So women activate other women's, wombs, and this is part of this circle. This is part of why we came together in circle to help activate and to rebirth this divine feminine frequency, and then be able to hold that frequency within us. And as we do that, we bring back the balance, with the out of balance patriarchal male shadow that we see on the earth. So this is a very, very important piece to why we're here. And to help you to step into your greatest destiny as a leader for the Divine Feminine Movement. So, we all are leaders. We first lead ourselves, and then from there we can grow into becoming, showing up as a leader in lots of different ways. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're a healer or doing a full-time practice. You could still be working in, corporate America, or have your own, whatever business you have, or you could be a stay-at-home mom, You could be a caregiver, but you're showing up in that authentic energy, and your heart is open, and you're carrying that beautiful divine feminine frequency, which is then just coming out from your own beautiful aura, and you're sharing it with the world, and that's the important piece. So really, I'm here to guide. I'm a guide and a mentor to help you to be the change agent you came to be, because for this incarnation, we came to be these change agents. We came to make a difference. We came to emerge as the catalyst for the divine feminine movement that's now sweeping the planet. And we also came to reclaim our inner angelic goddess selves, So we are angels, and we came to reclaim that fully in this lifetime. So just a little bit about my own transformational journey and background, and how this kind of led up to where I am today. So my life, I was raised here in the United States, in the southeastern part, very steeped in religion. And I think I really got on the path as a preteen because church was a big part of my life. I enjoyed church, but what bothered me was deep inside, my home was not very peaceful. There was a lot of conflict. There was a lot of anger and arguments. There was some, mental and verbal abuse. And so, my home was very, very uncomfortable. And I shut myself down on my gifts at a very early age to become invisible, because I really didn't know how to live in that type of conflict. And so both of my parents have narcissistic tendencies. So really, the home was not really filled with love at all. And I don't say that from a place of judgment. I'm just speaking from the point of reality of how it was. But it was part of the path. It was part of the bigger picture of the setup of coming in to begin to get in touch with these very, narcissistic patterns, negative patterns, inner conflict and chaos, and to begin to heal that. So by the time I was 45, I was, experiencing a lot of depression and sadness. My marriage, I was married for 30 years. My marriage wasn't working. So I decided in 2008, after kind of being hit a little bit by the 2x4 by the universe, but I say that lightly. I lost a job of 10 years, and it really kind of, threw me into this place of being able to step out of the daily routine and begin to look at my life in a deeper way, and begin to really begin this path of inner transformation, which I have been on pretty heavily since 2008. So moving forward now, I've done a lot of personal healing to heal this martyrdom pattern. And I say that, the martyr pattern, because I was in this place of rescuing, trying to fix change, rescue people, which we know, does not work. And, and so I was able to really turn that around, to begin to really come into peace within, peace was my first goal. And to come back into peace, resolve the inner conflict, most of the pain, delete all the negative tapes and patterns that were not authentically me. And so, it's been quite a journey. It has, of course, been challenging, but however, I've always been divinely supported the entire time. There was always this presence, this foundation of love that I could feel and tap into, that no matter what was going on and how difficult or uncomfortable, I knew that I was being led by the divine to a much, greater place and space for my life, a much better life. So, you can perhaps relate to this possibly, if you're an empath or an intuitive or healer, or maybe you're just a creative or sensitive or whatever, you call it. these are a lot of the feelings that I experience and have been able to overcome for the most part. Not that I'm perfect. I'm not, of course. I'm still working on things, and will continue to work on things. However, I have been able to come, and turn my life 360 degrees around to the point where now I can be a guide and a mentor to others and hold these divine feminine frequencies, which I was gifted with in the last 2 years, so that I can help other women to heal and transform your life and bring forth your priestess gifts that are there. So some of the things you may have been struggling with possibly are finding it impossible to say no to others' requests. And you might even feel guilty about that. And this could be coming from family, it can be coming from friends or work or different relationships. Possibly you're always overgiving of your time, your resources, and your energy to others, feeling like there's nothing left for you. That at the end of the day, you're looking around, you're going, well, here's another day, and I'm exhausted, and yet I haven't had, any time for myself. You may sometimes feel even like a martyr, neglecting your own needs, putting your needs second instead of first, and then just taking care of others to the point of exhaustion. And you may even struggle with giving yourself permission to pursue your own dreams and to even allow yourself to get in touch with expressing your own truth, your own authentic, true you, your true feelings, your true dreams. They may be totally clouded over, with other people's energies or other people's expectations for you in your life. You may have experienced feelings of overwhelming depression or sadness or isolation, feeling like you never fit into your family or society. And you may feel like it was never safe to truly express your thoughts or feelings, and you may have sought ways to become invisible to avoid the pain and conflict that was occurring in your life. So these are just a few of the experiences that you may have, you may associate with if you have been living, this pattern of the martyr, or taking care of others, or trying to fix, change others, or being the caregiver, which in a nutshell just means that you have not put yourself first, and you've put others first. And so this is a very predominant pattern for a lot of healers and intuitives, and particularly if we have had a narcissistic parent. There is an energetic dynamic between empaths and narcissists. So it's a very interesting. We're not going to get into that today, but if you have been a child and you in a family with a narcissistic parent, then be sure to take really good care of yourself and seek out, some professional help or guidance or healer to help you if you are experiencing some of these issues. But the real exciting thing is that, and the first thing I want you to know is that real change is possible. And it is your soul's destiny to return to a state of wholeness and live in joy, abundance, prosperity, and peace. That is, also why you incarnated in this lifetime, because you wanted to heal. You wanted to heal any patterns from the past that you were carrying, and you wanted to be able to return to living in that, what I call fifth dimensional consciousness, which there is peace. There's, you have your perfect health. You're not living in conflict. And so, this is very, very doable. And I know for a long time, most of my life, I had lost faith in myself. I had thought that I was not going to be able to find a way out of the trap, out of literally a black hole that I felt myself living in for many years, and feeling like, am I ever going to get out of this hole? Am I ever going to be able to change my life and, really discover peace and live in peace and harmony? So, my higher self has been the witness to my own inner transformation, and I'd like to share some of those secrets with you today, and that you too can move from living as a victim to living as an empowered victor. You know, you can reclaim your inner voice, you can reclaim your confidence, and you can reclaim that inner spark of you for living your dreams without apology. All of this is very, very not only possible, but doable, because today we have more help today than we've ever had before. We have more light on the planet than ever before. And so it you know, I can say this authentically because I have done it. I have done it, you know, and changed my life. Totally supported by the divine. Lots of wonderful teachers and healers and people have come into my life to help me. And, you know, what greater gift? I mean, I can't think of any greater gift than to give to yourself, to invest in the time and the energy and the resources to change your life. That is the greatest gift I believe you can give humanity. So let's now go ahead and do opening the sacred circle with Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary and the angels and all of our higher divine teams of light. And so now I'll just invite you to close your eyes and begin by finding yourself in a comfortable position. Just placing your feet flat on the floor, or if you're sitting on the floor, just sit comfortably. Relax in an upright position. Just begin to connect in with the earth, with Mother Earth. Begin to set your intention to connect in with the womb of Mother Earth. And as you connecting with Mother Earth, you'll feel your heart chakra begin to open. And now just using your imagination, see yourself walking into a large meadow of beautiful green grass, surrounded by large protective oak trees. They're strong, they're tall, and they're very nurturing. They represent a lot of strength. And now as you are walking, you also hear in the distance a soft flowing stream of water that just beckons you to sit down and stay a while. So as you sit down under the beautiful oak trees and the grass by the beautiful river, you now begin to tap in and feel these peaceful energies. These peaceful energies of Mother Nature, the divine Sophia God, which are the divine feminine energies. Begin to feel them holding you in gentle but strong embrace. And as you begin to connect with these beautiful energies, you let your guard down. And you just open your heart to receive her love. And now begin to connect with the beautiful energies of Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary, who are here with us now. And just imagine yourself coming together in a circle, holding hands with all the other sisters around the world. And Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary are here in the sisterhood. They're part of our lineage. They're part of our sisterhood. And they want to connect with you. They want you to know that they're there for you, and that they love you, and that they hold you, and that you are very dear to their hearts and very loved. And now just allowing your shoulders to drop and your body to relax even more, just gently bring your hands down, placing them on your womb center, located 2 inches below your belly button. Just bring your attention and all the focus on feeling your hands begin to get warmer and warmer as you place them gently on your womb center. And as the energy begins pulling up on the inside of your womb center, you'll feel it expanding into a large golden ball of light. It may be a red or orange fiery light. It may be a different color. Just begin to feel this beautiful ball of light expanding into a large golden ball of light. Continue to feel your womb getting warmer. And now just send some of this beautiful, loving, warm energy of the Divine Feminine throughout your body. Send it to wherever you may need some warm, healing energy today. If you're having any kind of a physical pain or a mental or emotional pain, just with your intention, direct it to begin to soothe that for you. Beautiful. Just wherever, just giving yourself a healing, wherever it's needed, and just begin to breathe deeply. Breathing in deeply, expanding your lungs all the way down into the womb center, deeply filling them up. Beautiful. And then exhaling out any anxious energy or stressful energy, just letting it go, and relaxing your body even more. Now from your womb center, I want you to send a stream of pure light, golden light, down into Mother Earth, sending it down from the second chakra, the womb, through the root chakra, through the Earth Star chakra just below your feet, and send that energy all the way down into the womb of Mother Earth, into the red-hot fires of creation deep inside her loving womb. Feel this pure creative power of life that's flowing upward into your womb, into your creative power center. Beautiful. Begin to feel it coming up your feet and up into your legs. A warm, flowing, nurturing energy. A very magnetic energy. And now bring this energy up to your high heart and bring a hand to the high heart, just below the hollow of your throat in the center of your chest, and keep your other hand on the womb. Now, the hand on the high heart is your soul seat. Begin to connect with the light of your personal soul frequency flowing into your heart and soul center. As you feel deeply into this portal of loving, sweet energy, you hear the sound, the inner sounding of your own soul song, radiating outward into the vast universal cosmic symphony of life, attuning you to your soul's purposes for this lifetime and unlocking the doors of your Christ consciousness blueprint, now opening the inner sanctum of your pure heart of holy innocence and grace. You respond by opening the doors of your sacred heart to receive the flame of cosmic love qualities, now activating waves of unconditional love, omnipresence, compassion, charity, love in action, love of the Holy Spirit, in the full blossoming of your heart chakra chalice. Now flooding you with the infinite blessings of Divine Mother Love, this beautiful wave of golden light, golden pink light. Beautiful. And now begin to bring your awareness, your conscious awareness, to the top of your crown chakra, the top of the head, and send this flow of divine love and light upward through your soul star chakra, your 8th chakra above the head, and send it directly into the heavenly realms of the Godhead, all the way like going up higher and higher to connecting with the grand cosmic mother womb of all life, the cosmic egg, where all of creation was originally birthed. The grandmother womb of your divine spark of light where you were created. And now fully feeling this flow of pure white light and love of the divine cosmic mother now moving and expanding down through the top of your head, through your crown chakra, bringing it down to the high heart, and now into your personal womb temple. Now expanding your creative energy field all around you and bringing you into 100% alignment with the womb of the cosmic mother and the womb of the earth mother. And as you come into alignment, feel this coming into alignment. As you do, this magnifies your co-creative flow of love and light 1,000 times fold. 1,000 times, much greater than our brain power. We bring together the power of the womb and the high heart. And now take a moment to just breathe that energy in, to bathe yourself, your body, your aura, in this beautiful flowing light that's now coming down from the highest heavens, connecting with and coming up from the womb of Mother Earth. The electric and the magnetic flows coming together in perfect harmony. And feel this flow expanding out around you, magnifying your ability to bring in more prosperity, more grace, more abundance, more beauty into your life, more joy into your life. You just have to be open to receive it. And that's where breathing deeply and relaxing, just letting everything go. Beautiful. And now opening the doors to the heart and entering into that beautiful sacred space of the heart. Just allowing yourself to become one with your higher self and see yourself sitting in a golden chair and your higher self descending down, merging with you. And as you do, you see your priestess self. You see your goddess self. Or maybe you feel her, or you know her, or you sense her. But you know she's there. And you hear her call. You hear her voice above all voices within you, calling to your heart to open deeper, to remember and awaken who you truly are. You're not a victim. You've never been a victim. You're not a martyr. You're not any of those things. No, who you truly are is a goddess. And this is what is calling to you now, to awaken and remember her, to embody her and anchor her, to let her come into your life like never before, bringing you and filling you with passion and purpose, with grace and divine love so fierce is her grounded love that you once again can walk in peace and harmony within, proclaiming your authentic light without apology, claiming your own authority. You do not seek approval from anyone else. You give yourself your own approval. You are a sovereign being of the cosmos, a galactic child. You came from and were birthed from Divine Mother and Divine Father's union. You were created in the image of their eyes. You have within you the divine qualities of Divine Mother and Divine Father, the feminine and the masculine. It is your time now, sister. The calling is now to remember and awaken and to embody this once again, to be true to you. Be true to you and put yourself first. And as you do this and as you claim this and as you resolve to do this, to bring this back and you become fully 100% committed, it will happen. There's no way it can't happen because that's a universal law. And know that you're divinely guided and held and loved beyond measure. Let's just take a deep breath in. We're just holding that space now within us and allowing those energies to continue to just anchor into your womb, to anchor into your body. And so as you just continue to relax, and you can keep your eyes closed and just continue to allow those beautiful energies to embrace you and hold you, I'm just going to do a little bit of a light language channeling now. And light language, if you don't know what that is it is initiated through the higher self and through intention. It is light and sound codes, DNA codes, sacred geometry, healing codes, healing light and sound that come through the heart, and they don't come through the brain, they don't come through the mind, they come through the heart, and they come into, in this particular case, we are setting the intention to do the 7 Angelic Rays Attunement. And so what this will do is it will help to activate your angelic life energy. This attunement brings you more into balance, into harmony and wholeness, to activate your human 7 chakra system. So the 7 chakras, the 7 major chakras that we have, as we expand and move forward on our ascension journey, we are now filling those chakras up. We're not only healing those chakras, and we've been clearing and healing and removing blocks and all of this type of thing, but to prepare these 7 chakras to hold more light within us, as well as every cell of our body. But those chakras are the spinning wheels that are the energy centers that, that you energize your life force. So the integration of these rays are vital to your soul's completion and ascension journey, and the integration of these energies, of these 7 rays, will help you to feel more complete. They'll bring you into more completeness, more peace, stillness, calm, and opening to more abundant flow of grace and abundance and ease, because we want to operate not from struggle, and we want to operate from grace, from flow. So all you need to do is just take a deep breath and just say yes to receiving this attunement. And for the highest bid, calling in the Angelic 7 Rays. So just breathing in deeply and just saying yes to receive those energies, allowing them to flow in and through all 7 chakras. Just anchoring in the frequencies, moving those angelic frequencies to anchor completely, opening, activating your 7 chakras. Beautiful. Take another deep breath. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to move on here for a minute to just talk a little bit about the Divine Feminine and a little bit more about who is the Divine Feminine exactly. But integral to our collective healing is the remembrance of the sacred feminine essence, and this is the energy and the principle that has been lost and is now being restored on the planet today. The feminine principle and energy is the source of our connection to love, to creation. It is the embodiment of our deeply held connection to nature, to Mother Earth. She is actually the very fabric of our life, and she has never left us. Of course, she's always been here with us, but she has been greatly suppressed over the last several thousand years. The energy of the Divine Feminine represents the qualities of unconditional love, compassion, wisdom, beauty, gentleness, patience, acceptance, forgiveness, nurturing, welcoming. She's accessible, she's kind, she's intuitive, and healing. These are all the energetic qualities that are carried by the sacred feminine. Now, God is neither male nor female and is beyond form and duality. So we talk about the feminine. Everyone on the planet, both male and female, both men and women, contain feminine qualities and masculine qualities. Now, those qualities, we all have those qualities within our original soul blueprint, if you will, when we were created, but we were created uniquely. And some of us may have more feminine energy in our original blueprint, and some of us may have more masculine energy. So the return of Divine Mother Sophia God is all about healing our relationship to her, to live from a place of balance and wholeness. So we're being called to wholeness, which means bringing ourselves into an ascended state of living, and we talk about this living in the 5th dimensional consciousness. So the Mother of Love, whose sweet energy leads us back to our Sacred Heart. So she's leading us back to begin living from the Sacred Heart instead of living so much out of our egoic, our lower self. She is the fountain of endless waveforms of light and sound. She is a fountain of loving pink and gold energies. She is the doorway to eternity, and the white dove of hope that enters every age is the promise of that which can be. She brings in the higher vision of the heart that lives within our dreams, that all of life is holy. Yes, all of life is holy because it all came from the Divine Mother and Divine Father's union, and it was brought through in innocence and purity and innocence. Divine Mother is always ever present, waiting and loving us endlessly, that her children, we are her children, that we will awaken to remember that we are truly divine and good, and that it is our birthright to be free again. Her divine will is for humanity now to awaken from the yoke of pain and suffering, to end our way of being, living in yoke of self-sacrifice and self-imposed struggle. It is Divine Mother's will that we awaken to our true nature of love and joy again, that we begin to live this way, honoring all of life as truth, that we really are, and to rejoice in our true essence and acknowledge this in everything, every living thing, that we are love, that in the oneness with all of life, we are all connected, and to honor the one source of life, that we are all part of each other, humanity and nature and animals and everything, that we are one. We are all connected in this beautiful fabric of all that is, the planets, the stars, the universes, the galaxies. We're all together connected. And so now the Divine Feminine is returning, Divine Mother Sophia God. And as she does, she brings forth this opportunity for us to reclaim our divinity again and not be separate from it, to reclaim our wholeness of valuing the feminine is an equally fundamental, dynamic, creative force along with the masculine, and that the original blueprint for creation, for the Christos Sophia avatar, for the human blueprint, was for us to live in balance with our feminine and masculine qualities, the qualities of the Mother, Father, God, in perfect union and harmony and peace. It wasn't intended for one to be overshadowing the other, or for one to be lesser or more than the other, but them to be equal, side by side, and to be totally respected and honored, and to support and cherish each other. And so now it means awakening, remembering our interconnection and oneness, that we're not separate from each other in creation. We can never be separate. We may have thought we were separate, possibly, and we may have just forgotten for a while, but that in truth, we can never be separate from the oneness, the one source of all life, Divine Mother, Father, God. So the question now is, are you ready to embrace your angelic goddess self? Are you ready to live in consistent joy and peace and harmony and beauty and passion? Are you ready to regain that again, to become really fulfilled with your life, to find deeper meaning, not just to get up, every morning and just go through the motions, no one wants to live like that, really. We all want to live a life of richness and beauty and essence. So how would it feel to say yes to you for a change, to put yourself first? And again, this is not being selfish. This is actually the only way that you can come back into finding your inner balance and wholeness and to heal your life, is to make your needs a priority, to make them the number one priority, because as you do and you heal any imbalances with your needs and misalignments, or you heal that, those places and spaces within you, then you are becoming a container of unconditional love for yourself. And as you do that, as you journey along that process, then you naturally are going to bring more of your own, radiant soul light, the truth of who you are, which you are unconditional love, to your family, your friends, to your communities, to everyone around you. So it's a beautiful, beautiful gift. So what if you had this opportunity to uncover your deepest desires, to really explore what's really important to you, to immerse yourself in a loving, divine, feminine energies, to fully reclaim your inner voice, to find that inner voice, your true voice, and to find your confidence and spark, finding that spark for living your dreams, with, like I like to say, without apology, with your own authority. What if you were given the supportive, loving container for you to explore your deepest held feelings, to discover the hidden pain beneath your feelings, to release and heal your emotional pain for good, freeing your inner goddess to emerge out into the world of your creation, not others. You're not here to live other people's dreams. You're not here to live other people's expectations for your life. You're not your parents. You're not your parents' dreams. You're not your parents' expectations. You're not your spouse, your partner, or your work. You're you. And, to find true happiness, you've got to find you. You've got to find the voice deeply held within your womb. You've got to find that inner authentic voice of your womb, of the real you. And you've got to have that voice be clear and loud and number one. And that she's there to guide you on your path back to inner wholeness and harmony again. So now's the time to step into the sacred circle with your sisters. Ignite your Magdalene voice and set that inner priestess free to live your authentic, passionate, fulfilling life. You came in this lifetime to do that. And I don't think any of us want to leave this planet without at least attempting to fulfill it. But I think that I know that once you set upon the path to do that, you are going to heal. You're going to reclaim your goddess self, your priestess self. Okay, so embrace your inner angelic goddess. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to embrace her. You want to recognize her, honor her. And there's several things you can do, but make your transformational journey a priority in your life. And it doesn't mean you're going to neglect, your duties as a mother or a wife or a daughter or a granddaughter. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means you're simply making a shift. Because as you make yourself your own needs a priority, you're going to become happier, more fulfilled. You're going to be able to come back into peace, into joy, and that's going to spill over to your family, your friends, and your community. And it's going to help them to make a new choice, possibly, to put themselves first. And then we're bringing everybody into balance this way. So just make time to commune with your divine angelic self. Create sacred space. Gain clarity, find your inner voice. And there's several things you can do. You can pray and meditate. You can journal. You can ask your higher self to help you focus on your soul truth, to bring the highest vision for your life. You can ask your divine guidance team to help you. That's what they're there for. Include them in your daily life. Help them to release any resistance that you may be having to fully embody your truth and purpose. And ask yourself this question, and you may need to ask it every single day. What do I really want for my life? Like, what is it I really want? Like, what is the deepest voice calling me to do in my heart? The deepest part of my being. What does that look like? What does that feel like? What is that? Get in touch with that. Explore sacred sites and sacred symbols. Create a medicine wheel. Create an altar. Take a mini pilgrimage or visit a holy place. Just invite Divine Mother into your life in whatever way that you feel called to do. Create a daily mantra or prayer. Write it down, speak it, visualize your new life, and make your happiness the number one priority, and then commit to making the changes. Commit to taking the action steps. Even if it's a small action step, small steps lead up to big changes. And then choose to love yourself unconditionally. Open your Magdalene heart. Choose to release your past completely with divine love and compassion. Release your wounded self, your trauma. Begin to set intention to completely let it go. The trauma, the drama, all of that stuff. You don't need it anymore. You've moved beyond it now. Accept your past, and everything was a learning experience for your soul's growth. Just release any resistance to hold on to the past. There's really no need to anymore. You're beyond it. And then accept responsibility for everything in your life, even your unconscious creations. This is actually one of the keys to claiming your freedom, because this is how you reclaim your true goddess power again, to heal the unconscious patterns of victimization. Devote yourself to respond with love in all situations, no matter the outward appearances. To open your Magdalene heart space, let go of all judgment from the past. Release the binding emotions of guilt and shame that keep you looping in the dense third-dimensional patterns, living from your mind and not your heart. This old energy of judgment, this what weighs deeply on our heart space. It creates blockages. It keeps us from experiencing the flow of joy and abundance that we deserve to have. Judgment is what keeps us looping in the reincarnational cycle. So if you prioritize what you want to do, work on forgiveness and releasing all judgment. It's the antidote to judgment. Forgiveness releases the past that bind your mind to matter. So in the ascension process, we're releasing the dense energy. We're releasing our attachment to reincarnate to the physical matter over and over and over again. We're opening our hearts to live from our innocence and knowing that we are divine spiritual beings and that this is not our home. This was just a place to come for a while to live in the experience and experiment of the earth. And then choose to release the universe of fear, which is an illusion of time, and leap forward with trust and faith in yourself. And yes, you can trust yourself. You can trust yourself and you can trust Divine Mother to carry you forward into your brightest and abundant life. Each and every day, if your prayer in the morning was, Dear Divine Mother and Dear Divine Father, please keep me on the path of light as a vessel in service to humanity, to bring forth the highest and greatest truth and knowledge and light and love and service to humanity, or something like that. If you were to pray that every day, that would be enough to suffice to continue you on the path of reaching your greatest potential. And open your sacred heart fully to connect with the universe of love. Release the universe of fear. Claim your sovereignty as a child of the cosmos, your divine birthright. Ignite your inner priestess again. You can do this. You can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. We can do this together. And coming back in sacred circles and sacred sisterhood is going to help us all to achieve this. It's all going to help us to reclaim our passion, to find our purpose, to find our true voice, to express our creative power again, because we are co-creators with the divine, to thrive and to stay grounded in love and peace. And all of this is not only possible, but it is happening, and it's happening now. And then reclaim your angelic goddess self. Reclaim her. Honor yourself in all ways. Honor your sacred body, which is the temple for your soul. Cherish and honor it as the creative source for the flow of life to emerge out of your sacred womb, birthing new ways of being in your life. So our bodies are our temple. They house our soul, our spirit. Our bodies are a gift from Divine Mother. This is how we play. This is how we create. Your body diva, in your partnership to your body diva, is vital for you to manifest your creations in the earth. So be sure to include her, to honor her, to cherish her, to work with her in alignment, her higher self and your higher self coming together with the purpose of manifesting your greatest destiny, your dreams. And allow and give yourself permission to live these new ways of creating your personal heaven on earth, your Garden of Eden, through your authentic soul expression. Embracing your divine feminine qualities, again, is equally important in your life. And this is what Divine Mother is calling us to do, because the beautiful energies are here, right? The beautiful aurora, plasmic waves, crystal and diamond waves are here. However, we have to call them in to ourselves. We have to work with them. We have to call them in actively and consciously, giving them permission to embody these beautiful energies. And as we do that, and we can become grounded in love and anchor our body into the earth in grounded love and awareness, then we can begin to bring forth these manifestations that we want to bring forth. And we will be able to bring them through quicker and faster, and still within the right divine timing, of course, because our creations, is particularly if they go beyond, when we bring a creation through, it's not only for us, but we also need, looking at the bigger picture, it's going to impact everyone around us. Everything that we do, impacts everyone else because we're all connected. So that's where the divine right timing comes in sometimes, and why we may not be manifesting as quickly as we want to. So we trust in that process. But we can begin to now move in that direction of undoing, I call it, undoing the 3D way of living, the linear way of living. We can begin to bring in more balance and wholeness in our lives through undoing the energies of the shadow masculine, of forcing or pushing or pressuring ourselves or telling ourselves we have to do something, we must do something, we have to produce more, we have to be a machine without feeling. We have to be empty. We have to sacrifice everything for our jobs, our family, all of these things. All of these ways of being are conditioned ways of being that are taking away from our personal freedom. They're taking away from our bigger soul's mission. And so I'll invite you to consider that your personal choices not only impact your life, but impact everyone around you, because we are all connected. And that sometimes what can be very helpful is to move beyond, ourselves in a sense, and include and honor and cherish ourselves in our heart's dreams and vision. However, sometimes moving to the bigger picture of being in alignment with your mission and getting in touch more deeply with that of, well, I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve humanity in a very special way. I'm here to help to right those wrongs, in a sense, of, the way women are being persecuted on this planet today still in barbaric ways, of way children, 10-year-old girls are being married to 40-year-old men. Really? Like, I don't know about you, but like when I look at that and I hear that and I saw that this morning, I was like, I can hardly believe it. And I'm like, I'm not going to shut down. I'm not going to shut down. I'm not going to be suppressed. I'm going to hold that vision in front of me. That's part of why I came here, and that helps fuel my passion. That I want to show up for those 10-year-old girls who are being married, who are children, not even in puberty yet. And, all of those situations where women and children are still not being respected, their sacred feminine, their holiness are not being honored and respected by men or women or anywhere. They're still being sold into sexual slavery or into slavery for others' benefits. I'm going to show up for those women and those children. I'm going to show up for those men, because men are impacted by this as well. We're all impacted by it. And I want to show up, and I want to be and do what I can to help to heal that, to transform that, to bring back love, to bring back wholeness, to bring back for that child to have their innocence, their purity not be taken away from them, to be stolen from them. So it's through allowing our hearts, getting in touch with our heart and going deeply into our hearts and getting in touch with the voice of our heart in our womb. Our womb carries us through. The power of our womb is the most powerful place that we can center into from balance as women. And when we can come and become centered and balanced in our womb, and then the heart can expand in the safety and the foundation of the womb, we become more empowered. We become one voice, and we heal not only our wombs, but we heal the divine feminine womb, the collective divine feminine womb. We begin to heal these atrocities, these abuses, these traumas from the collective consciousness. So these are the promises of Divine Mother Sophia God as she returns us to fully restoring our inner wholeness and balance. We return to the light of our original divine soul blueprint. We came from the light, and to the light we return, to the true reality of oneness with our original source of life. We are all connected to this one true source, the sacred feminine, breathing in these energies of compassion, of love and joy, into the very bones, renewing and restoring us on all levels of our very beingness. We are both human and divine. We embrace her love and open our sacred hearts to compassion and true intimacy. It is here in our sacred heart space that we can honor our deepest intimate feelings, our bodies, our sexuality, and our core essence with unconditional love, with no judgment. We can begin to get in touch and live from that space. So on that note now, let's go ahead now and open the heart womb, flow to limitless unconditional love with Mary Magdalene. So now I invite you to place your hands on your heart and just take a really deep breath, making sure you're grounded, your feet are flat on the floor or you're sitting on the floor. Getting in touch, and you can bring your hands to your womb, focusing on the rhythm of your holy breath and aligning with the pulse of the universe. Beautiful. And now opening your sacred heart to create a perfect trinity of divine unconditional love. Begin by saying to yourself, I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. Say it out loud from a place of divine authority, and then feel the light of your I am presence begin to flow down from the highest heavens into the top of your crown chakra, down into your third eye, down into your throat chakra, expanding into your high heart, your thymus, now into your physical heart and heart walls. Opening the stargate of Divine Mother's love, now flowing forth through your multidimensional sacred heart. Opening up your heart womb into alignment with the womb heart of Divine Sophia, Mother God. Allow yourself to enter into her field of unconditional love. Enter into the origin of infinite magical possibilities out of which you were birthed. The womb of all creation, the cosmic egg and the 0 point field. Just take a deep breath in and relax into that energy and connect with that energy of all possibilities, that beautiful white light emanating from the divine cosmic womb. The energies continue moving downward as you begin to feel her deep magnetic pull of your own feminine crown center flowing out from your own holy womb. Bring your awareness here. Breathe here for a few moments into the womb, placing your hands there, just inhaling and exhaling her rich, creative, dark, energetic flow. Yes, the void, the dark energies of creation that holds the light and birth the light. Now allow yourself to gently bring your energy into the center of your womb, breathing here for a few minutes with all your awareness, focused on the portal of this beautiful magnetic creative flow, the creation flow of fire from deep within the womb of Gaia. The Magdalene energies, the creative fires of the Magdalene energies. And then begin to ask yourself this question: how do I really feel about my physical creative womb center? Do I have feelings of purity and openness, of flowering and beauty and innocence? Or do I feel ignored, dirty, shameful, ugly? Do I feel hurt, wounded? Am I closed down? Am I hidden? Am I invisible? Allow your repressed feelings to come forward. Allow your womb voice to speak to you. Your womb is the emotional and psychic well from which you are currently magnetizing every creation into your life right now. yes, through the law of attraction, whatever unhealed emotional patterns, mental patterns, and ways of being that have not been healed within your womb, or why they're still being created in your life. Your womb is what manifests your life. It is through the womb that you came into this life, and that you will exit this life, and that you'll be rebirthed again. The power of the womb is mysterious. We can't comprehend it from our linear mind. We can only enter her and experience it. But once we can merge with her, and we've moved through the fear, and we can realign with her unconditional love again, we don't control it, but we allow her to carry us on the river of unconditional love and ease and grace. We allow her to carry us into our greatest destiny. And so take a moment to ask Divine Mother, does she have a message for you right now? Does she have something to share with you? What do you feel in your heart and womb? In our current world paradigm, the heart has been separated from the mother womb. It's devoid us of our creative powers of love. Our power has not been connected to our heart, which we have seen has given rise to much suffering and pain still in our world, cutting us off from the wisdom of the divine, of the soul, of the spirit, of Divine Mother, Father God, our divinity. Our womb has a heart space, just as our heart has a womb space. A magical umbilical cord of light connects them together. As divine intelligence manifests through your heart womb, they unite together in sacred union like twin halves of the masculine and feminine qualities found in the blueprint of your creation, your own divine soul blueprint. The merging of your heart and womb brings vital power of your life force and your sexual energy back. Yes, your sexual energy is your creative energy. It brings it into the frequency of divine love and pure consciousness. This is where you experience your heart and womb becoming united, birthing a new energy and power of love into your life and onto the new earth. This is the perfected blueprint of your innocence and true human nature. The key to healing, your womb, lies within primordial wisdom of your womb and the cosmic womb of all creation. It is the remembrance and activation of your sacred feminine essence and frequency that will heal you and activate your divine blueprint. Yes, your divine blueprint is held in your personal womb. And once it is restored to the throne of your own personal power, you can experience a deeply rooted place of safety within the magnificent flow of infinite love energy flowing out of the womb of Divine Mother Sophia God. Once again, it is a totality. It's not a partial transformation. It is a 100% transformation of your totality of you in returning to your true self. And so we can then begin to open the codes of consciousness that are stored within the human body. You begin to awaken those sacred codes of light, the creation codes that you carry within your womb. And then they are magnified as you're connected with the grid, the new grids of light around the planet. It's held in the plants and the animals, the oceans, the rivers, the rocks, the minerals, the mountains, the crystals. You begin to merge with their consciousness again. And together we open the portals of light on the new earth, bringing heaven to earth. And now keeping your hand on your heart and the other hand on your womb, you begin to feel more deeply into the natural flow of your heart womb and womb heart. Hearing the voice of Divine Mother calling you home into her cosmic womb of divine love, your heart pulses with excitement and anticipation of complete divine union with your inner and outer twin flame lover. The divine masculine awaits you. Your divine feminine. The rose of your heart begins to expand and fill within these energies. And as this rose of your heart begins to fill with these beautiful energies, moving up from the womb to the heart and from the heart to the womb, now just creating a unending, limitless golden 8 figure, a figure 8 moving from the womb to the heart and from the heart to the womb, bringing these into perfect alignment with your soul destiny and your blueprint. Breathing deeply into this ever expanding and growing flow of golden abundance, of beautiful electric and magnetic energies flowing together in oneness, carrying you forward on your divine path to your greatest life and achievement. And just breathing in, feeling that enveloping you now. Beautiful. Allowing it to sustain you, to regenerate you, to regenerate every cell in your body, bringing more light into the cells of your body, transforming your body from carbon to crystalline, transforming your DNA and your family lineage, returning you back to your 5th dimensional consciousness, your light body. So be it, so it is. This or something greater. Amen. And so on that note there, let's go ahead now and move into the next part of the presentation. So I want to move now into calling all sisters of the rose. So Divine Mother, Sophia God, is calling you, sister. She's asking you to remember your ancient lineage. She's asking you to awaken your sacred codes of light again, to open the final petal of your heart, the rose in your heart, to enter in sacred union with your inner beloved and become whole again. So the question is, are you willing to awaken your Magdalene heart? And so calling all sisters of the rose, you're invited, dear sister, to join us for an intimate priestess pilgrimage to activate your chalice of remembrance in southern France. As you walk with your fellow ascended sisters, Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary, you activate your ancient roots and gently awaken your sisterhood of the rose lineage. It is time, sister, to heal your wounds of separation, to awaken your inner goddess of wisdom, beauty, to activate your chalice of light again. Because you came to the earth to give, to radiate, embody the light of your goddess, your inner goddess. This is why you came in this lifetime. And so this calling is coming directly from Divine Mother, from Mary Magdalene, from Mother Mary. And so you may be asking, well, who are the Sisterhood of the Rose? Perhaps you're not familiar with who they are. So thousands of years ago, priestesses of goddesses were gathering in circles to anchor the energy of peace and harmony,
with the rose being the sacred symbol of the goddess. And let me just stop here for a moment. So I am still going to do one more blessing with Mother Mary, a blessing of the womb. I'll be doing that closer to the end of the presentation, just so you know. So you may want to stay on for that. So during the Atlantean times, they founded an ancient mystery school based on the profound knowledge contained in and symbolized by the sacred rose. Later, they reemerged in ancient Egypt, Crete, Samaria, and also were known as the Cathars and the Templars, who also were carrying forward the way. The rose is a divine messenger that offers a powerful invitation to open and heal the heart. Members of the Sisterhood of the Rose were and still are wisdom keepers today. The Sisterhood of the Rose brings together all forms of the goddess and the god energy into the highest aspects of the divine feminine. This energy is now returning and reawakening our world through Sisterhood of the Rose groups around the planet. The Sisterhood today acts as a major custodian of the sacred wisdom. Its purpose is to heal all the kingdoms on planet Earth and restore the universal symbols. It is thought that the members of the Sisterhood came from the sect of Essenes, with Mary the Mother as their master Estine, Mother Mary. In the wisdom contained in the Lost Scrolls includes information about the Sisterhood and the feminine face of God, which has been lost for centuries, that we've been talking about today. So how do you know if you're a Sister of the Rose? How would you know? Well, if you keep being drawn to the rose or roses, perhaps you've loved, it's your favorite flower, or perhaps you've, bought dresses or clothes that had roses, or maybe you bought furnishings or pillows or, anything really. And also if you keep being drawn to the goddess, you're curious about it, about what is this goddess, about, you're not really sure. But the goddess's symbol is the rose, and the rose is often the first thing that draws a person into a relationship with the sisterhood. But the magic and energy of the goddess vibration and the sisterhood of the rose extend to us in relationship with the stars. We come from the stars, and in the Shambhala star in particular. So you may be asking this question, well, how do I know if this retreat is for me? Well, you may know, if you're ready to feel a connection to Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary, or perhaps you want to deepen your connection or your ability to receive their direct guidance and mentorship for expanding your feminine leadership abilities, to bring them more into direct presence with your everyday life and guiding you on your divine feminine path and leadership. Perhaps you're ready to step into an expanded divine feminine leadership role of potentially leading your own sacred goddess circle in your community. Perhaps you've been thinking about leading a goddess circle, or perhaps the idea that it comes to you, or perhaps you get excited about that, of anchoring the light into your community through the circles. You feel ready to ignite your divine feminine frequency. You feel a nudging or a voice inside or a presence. You're ready to awaken your inner sacred codes of light and to activate your sacred contract to serve humanity in a bigger way, to change more lives, to make a bigger impact in humanity, or expand your own intuitive abilities or even spiritual practice. You're ready to awaken your latent priestess powers to heal, transform, and anchor the divine feminine light in your community. As we talked about, anchoring our divine feminine light in our community is a huge, huge blessing. It's a huge gift that we can bring to our communities. And what that does is it helps to counteract the imbalances that we're seeing. It's helping to counteract the shadow masculine energy imbalance. And we certainly do see that here in the United States, but we also see it in other places in the world, of course. So on this sacred transformational pilgrimage, and it is a pilgrimage, you are the initiate. And as an initiate, you begin your quest to embody your unique Christ consciousness light, which will activate your soul's destiny and manifest your greatest potential in this lifetime. You'll restore your inner sense of wholeness and balance of the divine feminine and divine masculine energies through participating in a sacred union activation and anointing ceremony. As you begin to embrace your inner core wounding of the feminine that you carry, through the retelling of the story of Mary Magdalene, you move into a greater understanding of the whole story, not just the partial story about Mary Magdalene being a prostitute. We're going to be going into the whole story, which will help to shift our inner reality into healing our potential for ourselves and our family lineage and even the collective consciousness. As we heal these deep feminine wounds, through sacred activation of your inner Magdalene voice, you spark the integration of your inner priestess powers by finding your voice, by fully owning your unique sacred work. You can emerge as a world server of light, however that looks for you, under the mentorship of Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary, guiding you directly on your path. How exciting is that? I know I've been excited. I've been blessed since they came directly into my life about 3 years ago. What a huge blessing. I mean, it's just amazing. I can't share with you how amazing. So here's my promise to you on this mystical journey to the sacred sites of southern France. You'll be immersed in the energy field of Mary Magdalene. You'll explore sacred sites that she's blessed with her presence. You'll hear lost stories of her life and teachings, awakening a new place in your heart. And through her direct influence, you'll heal the core wounding of your divine feminine so that you can find the courage to step into the light of your own true goddess self. You'll engage in powerful ceremonies and rituals and channel meditations at sacred sites to awaken your inner Magdalene voice again, which will spark a new zest for living your dreams again without apology. It will bring you a newfound inner strength, sense of inner strength and confidence and personal empowerment touching your heart with such joy that you can become a shining catalyst of light for the divine feminine Christ consciousness and movement on this planet. And I can assure you that this where we are going in France is a very special place. The power of it is pretty amazing because in the Rennes Chateau area, the actual land, the geography of the land and the hills and the valleys and even some of the buildings, the churches and sites create this beautiful womb center. Actually create the replica of a woman's sexual center. This sets up the space for rebirthing, for a powerful rebirthing. It's a concentration of divine feminine energies that are captured in the womb center here through the concentration of energies from the planet Venus. So the planet Venus tracks over this area and forms a pentagram once every 18 months. So the highly concentrated energies of the divine feminine are being infused into this womb center here on the planet. Now, it's not the only womb center on the earth, but it is one of the most powerful and well-known womb centers. So let's just talk a little bit about top 7 reasons to take this trip, why you may want to take this trip. So being immersed in the energy field of the Magdalene, exploring sacred sites and hearing her lost stories, her life, her teachings, it's going to awaken a new place within your own heart, helping you to heal your inner core wounding of the divine feminine energies as you hear her whole story. You'll have plenty of soul exploration time as you engage in circle practices, guided journeys, and written inquiry to uncover your deepest heart's desires and truth, giving you a clear roadmap of your path to fully activate, embody your divine feminine goddess self. So on the first day we arrive at the first location, we will be setting up sacred space, sacred altar, setting our intentions, and creating a very powerful sacred circle and sisterhood. Expand your intuition, your inner wisdom through reconnecting more deeply with your inner Magdalene voice. We want you to be able to be clear so that you can hear what's important to your heart and soul. We want you to strengthen your practice of living a life based on your new internal foundation of joy and from love. There'll be plenty of me time for you to explore your inner callings, to journal, to integrate your personal messages, to clearly discover your soul's mission and purpose work, or at least the next part of it. It is ever unfolding. Our retreat includes a balance of activity and time for rest, contemplation, and integration so that you feel energized by the experience and able to enjoy each moment of your journey. And I can assure you, magic and miracles will happen on this pilgrimage. In fact, they have already started to happen. And the two people who have signed up, I can tell you that as soon as you sign up and put your deposit down, you will begin to feel the presence of Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary in your life. You'll begin to connect in with the energy of the circle that's already being created. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime transformational journey. It's life-changing for your spiritual path that will serve you for years to come. And I can also attest to that personally through my own two past journeys to Sacred France and my own experiences, that my life has been forever touched and changed with experiences. And these experiences are not necessarily ones that I can use words to describe. They're very experiential, they're very mystical, and they take you beyond your this linear world. It's kind of like if you'll think back to a time when you maybe had a deja vu moment, right? Or you sensed an angel, or you were looking at a photograph and you saw an angel orb and you were like, oh, it's kind of like that deep inner knowing, that mystical knowing, that lightness of energy. And so these are the miracles. We'll be in a miracle field of energy during the entire trip, including over to Lourdes as well. And so as you really immerse yourself in these beautiful energies, these supportive energies of the Divine Feminine, and through powerful meditations and channeling that we'll do, activations and attunements that I'll bring through with Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene that will be very guided by them. I can assure you of that through our circle and our priestess ceremonies. Your heart will be changed. Your soul will be touched. There is no doubt about that. You will come back with a newfound sense of inner strength, of confidence, of clarity, of joy. When I was in Lourdes last year and we were driving in, fortunately I was not driving the car, and we were coming in, and I felt the veil was so thin. It was the thinnest I have felt anywhere on the planet. And I just started giggling like a child in the car. And, I was just giggling and getting silly, and just my heart was filling up with so much joy, and so much love. And I shared with the other people, I'm really not trying to be rude here. This is what's happening. And I'm having this wonderful experience with the Divine Mother, and she's coming in and greeting me, as we were driving into the town of Lourdes, and it was the most beautiful experience. And my heart just opened, my crown chakra opened, and this beautiful energy just started to flow in and through me. And this beautiful light of the Divine Feminine was coming into my very being and anchoring within me and activating that Divine Feminine frequency. It was so beautiful and just so powerful. And it is just, again, it's hard to find words. And, of course, that was a gift, a huge blessing and a gift. Because now I can share that with you. I can share that with other women. I can help you to activate that within your womb. So in the combined energies of these spiritual groups, come together, when we come together with this shared intention to create something, exponentially richer than anything we could imagine, We're out of our normal environment. Amazing things happen when like-minded people come together with the intent to heal, relax, enjoy, and to explore these inner and outer mystical worlds. And there's a before and after mentoring package for your sacred journey, including a 4-week course, Igniting Your Inner Magdalene Heart, which will prepare you for the pilgrimage in France. So we'll be meeting together, coming together on Zoom, and we'll be doing some activities, before we even go to prepare you. So the question is, are you ready? Are you ready to accelerate your spiritual evolution, to fully live as your true goddess self, to activate your sacred feminine frequency, to live from your heart womb, empowered with grounded love, joy, and freedom? So I'll just ask you for just another moment, just another minute, to close your eyes, bring your hand to your heart. Just take a moment now to go deep inside your heart womb. Connect with your true inner voice. Connect with your Magdalene voice. What is she saying and what is she feeling? Ask her, is this in right divine timing? Is it for my highest good and the highest good of everyone connected to me to go on this pilgrimage, to go on this particular sacred retreat? And just receive the answer that's for you. Just get in touch with that. And the way you can know if it's a yes is your heart is, you're feeling the nudge, you're feeling the sense of yes, of expansion, of freedom, of peace, of love. That would be a clear yes. And if you're not feeling that, and you're feeling a no, or perhaps it's a yes, but it's not divine right timing, that's okay too. Just receive whatever it is for you. However, if you're getting a yes, then for this particular retreat and this time, I invite you to join me in southern France this September. And if you're not sure and you want to explore this, then you can book a call with me. And on the webinar, there should be a link, a link there you can click to go straight to my calendar, and we can book some time and we can explore this further. We can just talk about it and you can ask questions. So that's https://lightleaders.appointment.com/s/apply to Sacred Journey to Southern France. So you'll find that link on the webinar page, and you can just click on that link, or you can send me an email to the lightleadersacademy@gmail.com, and we can schedule some time. If you want to get all the juicy trip details, you can go to www.lightleadersretreats.com, and there should be another link on the webinar page that you can click on, and it will take you to that page, the lightleadersretreats.com, and you can get all the details there. And if you're feeling, Laura, my heart says yes, I'm ready, sign me up, I'm ready to go, this is the time for me, then when you pay your $550 deposit before or by May 31st and join us, you'll receive a bonus today for attending the webinar and the webinar replay to receive an Akashic Records healing session with me. Okay, so let me go now. If anyone has any questions, well, let me do this before we do the questions. Or let me just say this, if you're on the webcast, you have a question, you can type it in. Please include your email, your name, and type in your questions in the Q&A box, and I'll be glad to answer those for you. Hi, Sage. Thank you for joining. Hi, Nivona. Thank you. Nivona says, thanks. It was a beautiful session. Thank you. And if anyone has any questions, go ahead and type those in now. And then if you're on the phone, I'm going to unmute you in a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead now and let's just go ahead and do that blessing. I want to make sure I get that in with Mother Mary for the womb. So I'm going to invite Mother Mary to come in and to begin to merge. Just relaxing, bringing your hands to your womb, to your heart, wherever you feel called. Invite Mother Mary, the beautiful energies of Mother Mary, to come in, to press her energies on the outer edges of your aura. Begin to feel the beautiful energy of unconditional love now coming and enfolding you, enfolding your body, your aura, moving like a river from the crown chakra down all the chakras out into every cell of the body. And now feel this beautiful wave of unconditional love now just coming and filling your womb. Filling your womb up with this beautiful pink ray of unconditional love. Now blessing your womb, healing your womb of any traumas, of any hurts, of any judgments of self or others, of any transgressions against you, of any acts of violence that may have happened to you in this life or previous ones, old traumas, old woundings, anything that's keeping you from moving fully into your birthright of healing, a complete transformation, anything that is holding you back. Allowing this beautiful, beautiful energy of Mother Mary, of the pink ray, to move deeply into the womb, clearing and cleansing and healing and blessing, restoring your womb back into perfect harmony with yourself, into perfect alignment with your true self, your authentic, divine, goddess, angelic self. We call her forth. Mother Mary stands with you, holding you, embracing you in complete unconditional love. And just feel that now within your womb, taking that in deeply into the waters of creation, into the still waters within your womb that you carry, the codes of light that you carry. And feel this reverence, this sacred space within you, the Holy of Holies from which you were birthed. And just keeping your presence there for a moment, feeling the healing vibration of the waters flowing in and through you. Joy, 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 joy. Blessed be, dear one. Blessed be. I am Mother Mary, and I hold you in a state of grace in ease and peace and love always. Come to me now. And ask for what you need. I'm here with you always and forever. Embrace my energy. Embrace my light. Embrace this blessing for your life. Hold true and walk in love and faith. Fear not, for there is truly nothing to fear. Release your separation, release your attachment, release your duality, and return to your whole self. We are here. We are with you. We are holding you in grace and love. Release yourself from the bondage. Release yourself from the bondage of time, from the bondage of this matrix. Be free. We wait for you. Receive this blessing, O Holy One, daughters of Divine Sophia God, and sons of the Holy Father. Receive our blessing, receive our love, and allow it to wash over and through you, purifying your vessel, opening you to the innocence of your heart, and so that you can abide there in total peace. I am with you. Amen, amen, amen. Just take a deep breath in, everyone, and just really take that in and allow that energy to move in and through you, which it will for a while. And we did do a lot of ceremony today. So be good to yourself, be gentle with yourself this weekend, drink lots and lots of water. Yeah. And let me just go here to see if we have any questions coming in. I'll check with it. Sage says, Laura, will this be available as a recording? I would like to listen to it again, maybe once a day. Yes, it will be. I will be sharing it, the replay, absolutely. I'll get it sent out to the Light Leaders Academy community, and I'll also post it, pin it to the top of my own business page and probably the Earth Angel group. So I'll have it in several places, and the event page for the retreat as well. So yes, I would definitely be sharing that. Okay, so if anyone has any questions and you're on the phone, hit *2. I'm glad to unmute you. If you have any questions on anything about the retreat or anything else I can answer for you before we close. Okay, so I'm just going to check the Q&A box one more time. If anyone does have a question you think of later, Gloria said, so beautiful, got a beautiful magneta from Mary Magdalene, felt warmth, beautiful. Oh, wonderful, Gloria. I'm so happy for you. I'm so grateful for that, and that, yeah, Mary Magdalene is already flowing in your life, and Gloria has, hopefully you don't mind my saying, Gloria is joining us on the retreat. So thank you so much, Gloria, and thank you for sharing that. And yes, so it's beautiful that the energies have already become active in your life as soon as you make that commitment and sign up if it's right for you. And so thank you for that. So not seeing any hands, and I don't see any more questions. So I know we've gone over. It's almost 1 o'clock here. So thank you for your time and patience today and allowing me to share with you these beautiful ceremonies. I would love to hear your feedback. If you would like to share, I always love to hear feedback and experiences so we can celebrate that with you. So you can either send that to me privately through the email, or if you want to post it on the event page when I post the recording, however you want to do it is fine. And if you certainly know of anyone who you think may be interested in joining us on the retreat this year, I would so appreciate you just sharing this with them to see if it's, their time and right for them, as we all come together to support each other, love each other, and continue to expand this beautiful matrix of light here for healing and anchoring heaven on earth. So thank you so much, everyone. And again, if you have a question, you can send it in on the, Sharon said, beautiful Laura, thank you so much. Thank you, Sharon. And thank you for joining us, Sharon from Asheville. So thank you, everyone, for being here today and bringing your beautiful light and energy and creating this beautiful circle of ceremony with me and Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary. It's been a pleasure and honor. Sending you all much love. Namaste for a beautiful day. And if I can be of service to you, please let me know. Until then, many blessings. Bye-bye for now.
The moderator has left the conference.